We're going to look at some baby geese, tell you how much you already know about them, and how much more you can learn about the way they live and grow up. This is a pair of wild Canada geese. The father goose is helping to protect the nest. The mother goose has built a nest in which she has laid her eggs. They're great brown eggs, much larger than chicken eggs. She sits on them day after day to keep them warm. Then, days later, small baby geese are hatched from each of the eggs. Here are some of the babies now, busy filling their little stomachs with food. Just as soon as they break out of their shells, these babies begin to eat the same food their parents eat. The whole family goes out in search of food. Mother and Father Goose watch carefully over the 5 babies to protect them. Very close to the nest, there's a quiet pond. And soon, Mother and Father Goose will take the babies down to it, and there they'll have a swimming lesson. And then back home, to come again some other day. Do you know this animal? That's right, a deer. This mother deer has 2 babies, twins, and they look much like her, except for their spotted coats. If one of the babies runs away, the mother deer chases and brings it back at once, for she guards her babies carefully for many weeks after they're born. During the first part of their lives, the only food these baby deer get is the milk they drink from their mother's body. It's good food for them, and it'll make them grow. It's always good to rest in the shade after you've eaten. The mother deer not only feeds her babies, she also keeps them clean, washing and brushing their sleek young fur coats with her moist tongue. Mother deer watches over her babies very closely. Here's an animal you may not know, a pelican. This large bird lives on some parts of our seacoast. The pelican has a huge beak, almost like a basket, with which to catch the fish it eats. The mother pelican lays her eggs in a nest, and soon the baby pelicans are hatched. The baby pelican is almost naked for many days after it breaks out of its shell. Right now it doesn't look much like its parents, but it will later on. In a few weeks it'll have feathers, and soon it will be large and strong enough to fly and find food for itself. These baby skunks were all born in the same litter. Although they're much smaller than Mother Skunk right now, they have the same white stripes on their furry coats that she has. But for the first part of their lives, the baby skunks keep very close to Mother and home, playing in the warm sunshine and going with Mother Skunk across the fields and through the nearby woods in search of food and adventure. They explore a little more of the surrounding country each day and gradually learn to take care of themselves and find their own food. But right now, Mother Skunk is always on watch to see that one of the babies doesn't stray away and get lost. Little Tommy Skunk doesn't want to go to bed. but Mother Skunk makes him join the family. She'll feed and protect her babies until they've grown large enough to take care of themselves. This mother raccoon gives as much care to her young babies as the mother skunk did. She watches and guards them while they play in the warm sunshine. She takes them on a hunt for food along the nearby brook. This is the first trip to the brook for the baby raccoons, and they aren't quite sure how to act. Robert Raccoon wants to go mountain climbing, but Mother Raccoon has brought them here to teach them how to find and catch the fish they eat as one of their chief foods. Wonder how that water would be. Hey, you fellas, stop pushing. My, how nice and cool this water is. Soon Mother Raccoon leads her family back home. She sees that they stay safe and sound until she's ready to take them out for another lesson. One of the most interesting of all mother animals is the opossum, who carries her litter of babies with her wherever she goes. She has so many babies that you wonder how she manages to carry them all on her back. Sometimes one or two do fall off, but they usually find their way back to Mother and the other babies. Opossums spend much of their time in trees, and this mother carries her family right along with her as she goes back to safety high up in the tree. Two of the babies who fell off follow closely behind her. Mother Opossum has to stop and check up, just to be sure that all of her babies are with her. Then she goes on. Sometimes the opossum hangs by her tail, like this. Two of the babies explore the nice warm pouch on the mother opossum's body, where they all lived for the first few weeks after they were born. Not many animals have this kind of pouch. But soon, Mother and babies are back up on the tree branch. She makes sure that all her babies are with her. She washes them a bit before bedtime, and then they all settle down for a quiet nap. My, but it's been a busy day for this mother and her babies. There are many other kinds of baby animals in the world. Would you like to tell about some of them that you know?